Hello beautiful people of YouTube, this is Baham Raven speaking, and you may wonder, in case I have actually left it in the video part of this footage that I will upload, you may wonder why the screen setup is actually different. Well, let me tell you a little story. It's called How My Hard Drive Broke. See, this is episode 10. I realize it. But I managed to record in advance at the very least up to episode 27. I was about to edit all that footage and then upload it on YouTube, but my hard drive had to fall into the ground and pretty much break itself. So yeah, I am back to part 10 and I'm actually replaying this part for the third time. I can assure you it's not fun at all, but what can I say? This is what it is. But anyway, let's get back to the actual video stuff. In the last episode, we actually cleared Act 1-1, or rather the story portion of it, and now that we are back to Ymir, we're about to do some, you guessed it, side quest content. So, first things first, we got a new party member that we need to talk about, and oh boy do I have a lot to talk about this one. Meet Claire Reveld. She's the second guest character that the game will throw at us for Act 1, and she's going to be our comrade from here on out, for the rest of Act 1 anyway. Stat-wise, she is not that bad. She has good physical and magic stats, although two things need to be remembered about her. The first thing is that she is on average 3 levels higher than Reen. So her stats being higher than Reen's really shouldn't be that much of a surprise, to be honest. Also, she has the basic version of equipment for the next chapter, so her defenses, mostly her defenses, are actually a little buffed compared to our own characters. Don't get me wrong, she's fine. She's very fine the way she is. I'm never gonna say no to that. But let's just say that once we're going to equip characters in the next few videos, she's gonna start to be pretty much average compared to everyone else. Although average in terms of stats does not mean bad in terms of crafts and all that stuff. Speaking of which, let's talk about her crafts. First we have Mortal Mirage. It's a move kinda similar to Reen's Arc Slash, meaning that she hits on a line, causes delay and has high unbalance, and can also cause insta-kill. That's actually pretty good. But there's also another thing. Unlike Reen's Arc Slash, where he stays in place to attack, she can actually move to another part of the field automatically. She can pretty much teleport behind the enemy and then shoots them. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Then we have Frigid Rain, which is a magic-based attack that can easily cause freeze upon the enemies. And it's pretty powerful too, considering that she has a pretty high art strike. She can actually damage the enemies quite nicely. And then Flawless Leadership, by far her most broken craft of all. Think of Reen's Motivate craft, only cranked up to 11. It boosts strength and defense by 25%, but not only that, hits the entire arena and causes the Accelerate status. So it's a combination between Reen's Motivate, Marcus's Burst Drive on the entire arena, and also gives defense. It does have a pretty high craft point cost at 50 or 60, I don't actually remember on the top of my head right now, but it's very worth it. If you can pull it off at the right time, it's gonna make a very killer strategy. Her S-Craft is Kaleido Force, which is an arena clearing strike, and it does physical damage instead of Toval's magical damage. it's very good considering that she has a strength of 952 at base, and it can still be improved. She comes with C in Pierce, no, C in Thrust, A in Pierce, and B in Strike, so she can actually cause a lot of imbalances, and her weapon is a gun, so she has a range of 6. It's pretty good. Also, take a very close look at that accuracy. Yeah, with an accuracy of 150, she is not gonna miss. 100 of which comes from her weapon, the Crusader. Her guns have a built-in 100% accuracy boost and a 15% crit chance. And this one is not even a modified weapon, we can still improve it. She will have a base plus 20% crit chance. It's insane, really. In terms of Master Quartzes, she comes with the one that I have been waiting for the longest time, the Mobius Master Quartz. One that I am more than enough ashamed that I haven't used in the first game, to be quite honest. The Mobius Master Quartz, what it does is increase the potency of healing items. Right now it's at level 2, so it will boost the HP and EP recovery by 40%, which it's very good. The more it level ups, it will actually increase the potency of healing items up to boosting it by 2.0, aka they will be twice as effective. But not only that, we can increase the range of movement of the unit that will use items, and to make it even better, once it reaches level 5, this Master Quartz will allow us to use one item to heal in an area, like the breath art, to make an example. So yeah, Mobius, it's gonna be very good, and this is gonna be the go-to Master Quartz that I will use on my support unit. And one of the later ones that I will be getting later in the game, I will substitute their base Master Quartz with this one. I'm not gonna say who yet, but you may actually figure it out pretty easily. Anyway, enough of this. I'm not gonna get into detail about her quartz lineup because, of course, I can mix and match it the way I want to. Okay, so now let's get back to actual stuff. So you may see that we have received 2 bonding points, which means we can do bonding events. And I really hate this part. So let's see real quick who we can actually do bonding events with. We have Fee, Tovol, Claire, Elliot, and Machias. Pretty much everyone. That's actually pretty good. However, I am going to focus only on 2 characters in particular, those being Machias and Claire, because doing the bonding event with them will grant us a new entry in the character notebook. And considering I'm trying to clear the character notebook in a single go, I will be doing those. However, you can pretty much choose whoever you want. Keep in mind that what I do in my runs do not at all force you to do the same in order to make your game experience better. You can even do Fee and Elliot for all I care, and you're still gonna be fine. I'm gonna do Claire and Machias just because I want the character entries. I'm a little bit of a completionist. When I play a game, I try to be as optimal as I can. Also, a little bit of a side note, on YouTube at the very least, I will be skipping the bonding events, so you're probably not gonna see me play them out. Anyway, I will see you once I am done with the bonding events. Alright, I am done with the bonding events, and now let's go for the missables. So the first thing that we will have to get is gonna be at the general shop. We're going to be buying a recipe book from Camilla right here. Right here, Manly Munchies Jelly. This book will give us a new recipe, which we will need, and this one is actually pretty big. The tomato jelly recipe. Now, this is one that I highly recommend if you use a craft-based team this early on. It recovers 2000 HP and also recovers craft points. You won't be getting many craft point healing items in the game, so making these as early as possible is actually very, very good as an idea. Just saying. But then you can pretty much do whatever you want and it would still be fine by me. I'm just talking for myself. I think I'm gonna make a few of these later down the line. Not now, but later I will definitely will. Okay, next up, and this I remember well, from here on out we can actually do a little something right here past the Valley's Echo Tavern. If we go here, we will learn that I'm gonna skip the dialogue here, but basically what it says is that the snowboard course is gonna be usable. We got a snowboard and now we can do some mini games. This will teach us how to do the snowboard mini game. Basically reach the reach the target, the goal, before the target goal time by gathering flags as well. By doing so, and if you press X to jump the obstacles and avoid the big obstacles on the field, you will get reward if you beat the best time, or sorry, the target time. You will also need to get a certain amount of flags. In this case, to get the reward we need to beat a time of 110 and to get 22 out of 24 flags. Let's do this. Like I said before, you don't really have to do all the mini games, but not now, but later you will be getting some pretty decent items and quartzes as a reward. So doing them at every chance you get may not be such a bad idea. I almost missed that one. Okay, we got all the flags we need, but because I'm a completionist, I'm gonna get them all. And we beat the target time by almost 20 seconds.
I did it!
Could have done better, but I really don't want to stay here losing a lot of time. No, I didn't want it to retry. Oh well, might as well try to beat the record now. Come on, come on. This can still work. Ah, nah, I'm gonna miss it. Yeah, a small bump on the road and I lost 3.5 seconds. Come on.
I did it!
Okay, let's go finish. We clear the A1 course. And for that we get a proxy puppet. There will be better rewards unlocked later. You will be able to access the snowboard minigame every time you come back to Ymir in between chapters. Each time a new snowboard course will be available, and for every new snowboard course a new reward will be added. The first one is pretty meh, but let's be honest here. The first reward is always the worst one. Next, there's gonna be a hidden quest that we need to take care of, and to trigger it, we need to talk with these two kids right here. Nuh-uh, you can't make them without any. There's gotta be some way we can get one. Oh, I know, we could go and have a look on the mountain path. Hey now, the mountain path is no place for children to be wandering around alone. Rin, how long have you been here? Not very long. So, what are you trying to make? Well, he's trying to make a paper crane. A paper crane? Like what they do in the East? Master Ka-Fi showed me once. You send them to sick people to pray that they'll get better, right? Yeah, Master Yun made one for me before I had a fever. When I had a fever. He used a real big leaf to make it. He said they have the power of nature in them, so I get better right away. That's why I thought we could try making one too. But there's no big leaves in Ymir. There's gotta be some way we can get one. Well, maybe there is a way. Remember way back in episode 2 where we went through the mountain path with Tovel and Elise? We saw some weird leaves. I'm sure if we could make some for Mr. Baron, he'd get better right away. So they wanted to make one for Dad. What should I do? Dude, we have to help them. Besides, if we miss this one, we are not gonna get our S rank. After doing this for my dad, it feels wrong not to pitch in. What if I went and got a big leaf for you? Really? I'm pretty sure Master Ka-Fi would have used a Fuki leaf for it. And I remember seeing some of those along the valley. I can go and take a look if you want. It's too dangerous for you guys, but it's fine if I go. Does that sound okay? Thanks, Rin. I want to make one too. Can you get 2, please? Uh-huh. 2 it is. It shouldn't be too tough finding a couple of them along the valley, so here's hoping. Quest Leave It To Me started. Alright, so it's pretty clear that we're gonna have to go into the Ymir Valley. So when you go to the valley, you can call your team, and we can pretty much swap them on the fly. For now, I'm just gonna put Claire in, see if we can try her out in a couple of fights, maybe. Nope. I still make a few mistakes here and there, I'm sorry. It's been a while since I actually played the game.
Oh, I could probably fish here.
Yes, you could, but I see no point, as, technically speaking, if you've been fishing so far, you would have already 5. We didn't miss a single fishing spot, so even if we try to fish here, we would still get something we already have. Just trying it out to be sure, but I'm pretty positive about what I say.
Not what I had in mind.
Yeah, it figures. Alright, so it's also worth mentioning that every time you go into an in-between chapter like this one, new enemies will appear in Ymir Valley that you will have to analyze, so let's go and see. See this monkey right here? This is a new enemy.
Seize the moment! I'll handle it.
Say hello to the Bracken Monkey. So, this thing really isn't anything spectacular like 99% of the normal encounters. It's just a level 55 enemy that we do need to analyze. So, let's get analyzing, shall we? Actually, I think I will weaken them
Eliminating
a little.
targets. Got it.
Got you!
And then I'll have Elliot actually analyze them. So I'll probably target a couple and make sure I take them out. I do want that boulder out of the way.
Now's our chance!
You're open.
Also, I hope you can hear me over the game audio because that always bothers me a little. I can take this one down.
There.
Right.
Elliot goes
Analyzing
detector.
enemy attack patterns. I've got it.
Alright, this sounds fine.
My turn.
And now we can take it out.
Let's move. Now's our chance.
You're open.
Alright.
Absolute victory.
They do
Nice
give
fighting,
out
Fee.
They do give out a little bit of experience in case you want to grind a little bit here, but if you're around level 54 or 55, you should be more than well enough. I'll be doing some grinding, yes, but I will be doing it a little later, not now. Alright, now we need to get those two Fuki leaves. The first one being up here. This is the first one. Here we go. This seems like a high quality Fuki leaf. Alright, I just need one more. There aren't any more here, but I'm bound to run into another one if I keep the search somewhere. In fact, we can find another, yes, but if you remember well, it's not in this area. Also, here's Annabelle in case you're looking for her. I don't think I can trade anything valuable here. I mean, I could get the blind quartz, but I think I can craft it later in Act 1 too, so I'll skip on that. I do want the point for something better. Alright, the next Fuki leaf should be somewhere in this area. Go all the way up to the bridge, the midpoint, and it should be down here. Aha! Here it is! This looks like a red Fuki. I wasn't expecting to find one of these. They're really rare. Alright, this should be perfect for Kiki and Alf. And now that we're done here, let's go back to Ymir. I'm sorry if there isn't much in terms of combat in this episode, but transition videos such as these will happen once in a while, because the intermissions between chapters, like between Act 1-1 and 1-2, like this one, are going to be mostly doing some side quest stuff, and monster hunts really aren't that plentiful. There may be a few here and there. I'll fight another one of these monkeys just because.
Seize the moment. I'll handle it.
Like I said, you may have to fight a few monsters here and there, but it won't always be the case.
Alright.
Okay, let's see what Mortal Mirage looks like, shall we?
No more. Mortal Mirage!
Let's move.
Wow, that's very good actually.
Now!
You're open.
You're done?
Absolute victory.
Oh, Towel got to
Nice
level
fighting,
55. That's too bad considering that. He's not gonna come with me next video.
That's what I like to see.
Also, I forgot to mention... No, it's not for this time, it's for the next time, don't worry. There was one thing that I wanted to mention, but then I remembered this is Act 1-1, not 1-2. I'll get to that a little later. Okay, so you want to recover the craft points of all party members here. You gotta use turbo mode to do it too. The reason for this is that you actually want all your craft points back, because the next area we're gonna go, there won't be inns where you can pay up to recover. So yeah, that's gotta be pretty valuable. Okay, this will have to do. Okay, let's go and talk to the kids and close up this side quest. Reen, did you find the leaves? I sure did. Yay, this looks like the leaf Master Yoon used. There's a red one too. This one's so rare and pretty, I bet it'll get better even faster. Yeah. Okay, let's go make these so we can give them to Mr. Baron. Thank you, Reen. Thanks. This is something from us. We got a Mishi plushie. That's very nice. Later, Reen. Thanks again for your help. It's great to see them in such high spirits. With so many people worried about him, that's going to have to hurry up and get better soon. And we've completed this quest, and with this we officially completed every little thing that we could have done in Act 1-1. Like I said, this will still count in the rankings for this chapter, not the next one. After all, if you noticed, at the end of last video, we did not get at all anything pointing out that we actually cleared up the chapter. If you remember in the first game, after each section you would get some point evaluation with all the side activities you did. We didn't get it, which means that we're still doing stuff. Okay, so with this out of the way, we can go back to the mansion, go to Reen's room, right here. I'm gonna drop a little save right here. You probably won't see it, because PS4 streaming and everything. And voila! Drop the save. Yeah. Like I said, I'm streaming from my PS4 because I'm having computer issues. Bit late to actually mention this, I guess. In case I shrunk the footage in editing and you'll only see the gameplay. Alright, now that we did everything, let's go in. And by choosing to enter Reen's room, we will finish Act 1-1 completely. Always like this jingle. Alright, we got 35 Academy points, and the 7,000 Mira for completing the quests are basically all the money that we got from completing all the quests throughout the chapter. Just in case you're wondering.
Oh, you went up a rank. Here's a little something from the guild.
And every time we rank up, we get new items. In this case, we get the Unyielding Heart, which is an accessory that I think prevents you from getting status debuffs. So your stats cannot go down, even if you cause them yourself. Keep this in mind. And the Luck Quartz. This is a quartz that goes into the rare category, so you need one slot powered up once to equip it. The one that has this one equipped will get a 30% boost in the item drop, both for the normal and the rare drops. However, it only works if the one that uses this quartz deals the final blow. It's not a party effect, it's a single character effect.
Keep it up. You should be proud of yourself.
And with this we got the first S rank of the run. Here you should be seeing a trophy, I think, if you get an S rank. But considering that this is the third time I go through this part, I'm definitely not gonna see it. Anyway, this is gonna be the end of the first video. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a like and a comment. and I hope to see you later. Bye bye.